Team Country, it is 80 degrees here, and it's a little warm. That's right, I said 80 degrees. Hey, it is warm. I ain't gonna lie, I've had the air conditioner on a few times already. The heat's kicking today. It says it's 80, but it definitely feels more like 90. So, I actually was not working today, and then all of a sudden I got a couple of work orders come in, which is, you know, that I praise Jesus, especially on Wednesday, because that's the day that I like to wrap it up and get as many hours as I can on Wednesday, because that's the last day of payroll, as I'm sure y'all have heard many times. But while I'm out today, I'm trying to, while my ADHD mind always can't concentrate on anything longer than about 5 seconds, trying to concentrate on getting stuff done today, but also stuff that I need to get done that I can't because I'm always working. I need to go to the police station here in a little bit to, you know, get an official report filed on those bicycles so I can actually check in with the police, because the bicycles would be linked into the police station because all the pawn shops are linked into the police station. So I've been going about all this wrong and going to all these pawn shops and asking, because they're not giving me any information. They refuse to give me any information. I said, well, what if I'm here with money in my pocket because I'm looking for this certain bike that I would like to purchase? She said, well, then I could go back there and look. I said, then what is the effing difference? What is the difference in you going back there and telling me if the bike's back there or not? That is just wrong. But anyway, God, this world is a messed up place sometimes. But anyway, so I need to get that done. Also, I'm looking to go to a chiropractor, but I'm actually trying to get a hold of several different ones, because I know there's some of them that will take insurance without referrals from your doctor, and there is some who have like a first-time patient of $29, stuff like that. So I am trying to get that done at the same time. I've been having some lower back problems, that, and I just haven't been to the chiropractor in years. And actually, what made me really want to get on the chiropractors, for the last 5 or 6 days ago, I've been like constantly out of breath because, as most of y'all know, I have asthma, and I've been having some heavy chest and stuff with my breathing, even though I've been taking my Symbicort, and online said it may have something to do with not being at the chiropractor. So that definitely helps with asthma. So I'm actually going to go to the police station real quick before I go to my next job. And I have a GPS in my earbud right now that's driving me nuts while I'm trying to talk. Alright, anyway, so that's my day so far. The next job, I've actually got to go inside and repair a, what is it? A section of drywall. So, anyway, intro over, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Well, guys, as you can see, Joint Chiropractic. I was finally to a point, look at that old bald head. That's pretty right there. So got to a point where I just needed to go. There was no putting it off. You want to talk about some cracking and some popping. Good Lord. He said, it's been 14, 15 years since you've been in the chiropractor? I said, yes, sir. He said, holy moly. He said, you're probably gonna crackle and pop pretty good. I said, well, I hope so, because that's what I need. Man, and it was. That was, I can tell I'm probably gonna be a little sore later. Not too bad, but being that it's been that long, I'll probably need maybe some ice later. I don't know, maybe not. It's possible that I won't, but, whew, man. Oh. I gotta get my composure together. Hey, if you ain't been to the chiropractor in a long time, you realize you were in pretty bad shape before you walked in there. So anyway, well, I'm gonna get off here. Figured I'd let you guys know what was going on. Had to go to the good old chiropractor, and the next step is to get my wife in there. So I'm gonna go grab some quick lunch and get back after it. You did something for the first time. Let yourself go. Follow that feeling. Hey. Hey. That's my jam right there now. Anyway, so I was just in a gas station, Spinks actually, because I had to meet someone off Facebook Marketplace that had some baseball cleats that I wanted to get for my son, and they said they were brand new. They said they wanted 25 bucks for them, and I looked them up online. They were 65 bucks. I said, well, as long as they're brand new, never been worn, that's a heck of a deal. I said, I'll come meet you. Anyway, so I did, and went into the Spinks, and I got something that was $9.30. That was my total at the gas station. So I give the guy 20, and for some reason he gives me back like $9.30. I'm like, I said, hey man, it should be like $10.70. He was like, huh? He said, no. I said, dude, you just typed it in, $20 minus $9.30. What does it tell you to give me back? He keeps arguing with me about that I have the correct change. I'm like, no, I do not have the correct change. Now, if it was only like 10 cents, I wouldn't even sit there and argue with him, but I'm not gonna pay like $1.40 more than what I should have, or whatever it was. I don't know. I guess I should have thought about that before I started talking about it. But either way, I said, no, man. I said, you need to give me $10.70 worth of change. And he was like, no. I said, yeah, dude. Yes, it is. I said, would you like me to get out a calculator? Well, the guy behind me was like, hey, man. He said, I'm not sure what grade you got to. He said, but the dude is right. You gave him the wrong change. He starts arguing with the guy behind me that he's wrong too. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right, man. I said, okay, all right, man. I said, just forget it. Well, I guess the manager from the back overheard the guy behind me raising his voice about it and came out and was like, what's the problem? I said, well, the problem is that a $20 bill and $9.30 does not equal what he gave me. And she looked at him, she was like, that's simple math. That's very simple math. Why do we continue to keep having this problem? You have a register in front of you. So she starts really letting him have it. I was like, thank God. I was like, it tells you the change to give back. So then I started thinking, I was like, oh, I was like, it looks to me like he's trying to slip a little dollar here and there to himself and hoping that the customers don't notice. I kind of put it together there, you know, because I was like, there's no way he's that stupid. It tells him the amount of change to give right there on his little screen. Then I was like, oh, you trying to scam. So Old Country Carter got scammed. But not today. Not today. Hey, my math's on point, son. I might not have done good in school in math, but that's just because I didn't care. I would now if I could go back, I would care. But I didn't give a crap back in school. Kids, you better give a crap. Otherwise, you're going to be working hard like Old Country. So, Old Country Carter got scammed for $1 and some change. But hey, the manager made sure I got my stuff back. It was all good. I was more, you know, I was just trying to help him. I was like, hey, man, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a little bit of money. But the point is, come on now. Come on, bruh. Anyway, Where's them cleats at? Since I'm doing, what am I doing, 7 miles an hour, trying to get home. I've been trying to get home for 40 minutes, guys, and I still have 6.5 miles to go, and I'm doing, 4 miles an hour. Uh-oh, get it? Get it? Oh, he was getting it. Anyway, hold on, let me get these cleats out. There they are. See there? They were definitely brand new. I checked every inch of them before I looked, because I was like, hey, I don't want someone else's foot fungus. You know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway, so that was a really good deal. I think he's going to be happy. They're a size 5, and I've been buying him shoes that are a 5.5, but I believe they've been a tad too big, because I've noticed the creases in his toes on the shoes forming quicker than normal, and that means your shoe's a little big. So I believe the 5s are going to work out better for him. But anyway, he didn't do so well at his last practice. I was actually pretty disappointed. Not disappointed in him, but disappointed in how he presented himself. He kind of looked like the kid that didn't want to be there, you know? And I don't know. Oh, my beard's aggravating me. Maybe he really didn't want to be there. I don't know. Me and my wife were die-hard, and I mean die-hard ball players. It wasn't even that I was better than everyone. Of course, I was better than a lot of people. So was, my buddies that played. Richard Taylor, he was, man, that you talking about someone that could hit a ball. Good Lord. Richard can freaking nail a ball. But it's just we were die-hard players. If I didn't have anybody to play ball with, I was outside throwing that ball as far and as high away from me as I could, and I would run full speed and try to dive and catch those balls by myself. I told Mom, I'd be like, hey, will you please go to Walmart and buy me a T-ball that's bouncy so I can throw it against the house and practice my own ground balls? Mom, do you have a tennis ball or a racket ball that I can practice catching without a glove? Blah, 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 blah. Everything I could do to better myself, to be a good ball player. When I hit that field, I told myself, there is no one out here that is anywhere close to as good as I am. I didn't tell people that. That's what I told myself in my own mind. Nobody out here can touch me. I don't care how big they are, how fast they throw. Nobody will consistently play ball as good as me. And I just don't see that in him. But there's a big but. My mind might have been sidetracked from school because I always had baseball on my mind. So, that being said, my son is a straight A student. Sometimes he gets a B, but most of the time he's a straight A student, which I was not. So, I do like the fact that his mind is being used more for his education in his mind instead of baseball in his mind. But I'm just, he texted me from the house a little earlier. He said, Dad, I really need drone motors, which he actually doesn't. He has another drone that we can take those motors off of. We have 2 of the exact same one. And I said, no, you don't. You really need to work on baseball. And he was like, yeah, but you can't do that by yourself. And I'm thinking, what? Excuse me? I grew up by myself, making myself better. No siblings, no nothing. So don't give me that excuse. So, but then I got to thinking, actually right before I started making this clip, that if your mind is not 100% thinking about ball and thinking, can I hit a home run in my next practice over the fence? Can I get more ground balls than everyone else? Can I catch more pop flies than everyone else? Can I pitch faster and straighter than everyone else? can I make sure that I get that shortstop position? You know, that's how I was. That's how my wife was. Caden may just not have gotten that trade, or whatever you want to call it. But even though I'm coaching, you know, helping coaching, I am a coach on the team, but last practice I decided that I would step back as a coach, you know, not literally, but in my mind, that I would be an outsider looking in without my kid on my mind or where he's playing on the field. And I was like, okay, we've got the pitching machine. It's going to throw all strikes. It'll be easier and quicker to get everyone out of the way. I'll operate the pitching machine while the head coach watches everyone play and puts them where where he wants them. That's his job. I only expect that. He's head coach. That's what I want him to do. Although I'm sure I know just as much. But anyway, that's beside the point. Well, my son ended up in right field, okay? And he looked absolutely miserable. Miserable. But, so I got a little mad that the coach sent him out to right field. I thought, oh, hell no. He put my kid in right field. But then I was like, okay, let me just give it a few more minutes and I'll see how, because Caden's always played second base. He's infield. I was like, let me pay attention to these kids and see how they're acting. Well, everyone that he put in infield, they looked exactly like me at that age. They were dying to get the ball hit to them. They were just on their toes. They were ready. They just looked like the number one thing on their mind was ball. And my son's standing out there like, and I'm like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, so it's not exactly his skills that got him put in the outfield, because he's perfectly able to play second base and get some good outs at first. The fact is, he put the people who looked peppy and active and excited, those were the guys that got the position. So I was like, okay, I see why. So no matter how much I work with him, no matter how good he gets, if, you know, you got to put that effort. You got to, when you're there, you got to do it. Kind of like going to work. You're not, if you work at a factory, okay, or you're a painter or whatever you are, even if you work at Burger King, if you don't put 110% in when you're at work for, let's say, 7 hours, if you're there for 7 hours, there's no reason to put 3 hours worth of effort. You put 7 hours worth of effort at 110%. That's how you move up in everything in life. Everything. Not just baseball, life. So I don't get when people don't put their all in, because that's what I believe in, is putting your all in. But anyway, that's all right. We're going to work with him. And it's not the skills that I'm going to work with him. It's his motivation to do it while he is playing. That's what I need to work on. Because I saw some strikeouts and stuff that he never does. Because when I put him in the batting cage, I get a little scared of him sometimes, because that boy's got a little weight behind him. He ain't fat, but he's thicker than I was at that age, maybe about 10 pounds. And that boy can hit it over the fence if he wants to, and I've seen him hit it all the way to the fence. And here he is striking out with perfectly good pitches from a pitching machine, not hitting the ball. And I thought, no, something's wrong. Because he just didn't look like he wanted to be there. So I don't know. So that's what I'm going to work on. And hopefully that'll get better. But hey, I'll let him do whatever he wants. If he wants to become a black belt in karate instead of playing baseball, then by golly, go get you a suit and suit up and go kick you someone in the stomach, you know? We'll go sign up and do karate. It don't bother me, but I don't want to see him play if he don't want to play. So I told him on the phone today that I wasn't seeing the effort put in, that he didn't look like he wanted to play. He said, yes, I do, Dad. I absolutely do. Yes, I do. I love baseball. I thought, well, alrighty then. We'll see. Anyway, I'm on the way home. I'll see you guys in the outro, which is going to be very shortly. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, what are you doing?
Hitting your phone.
Huh?
Hitting your phone.
Did you put the other battery back up?
Yeah, it's dead. Look. Peach means dead and blue means good.
Good. Alright, get down before you fall. Alright, huh? Alright, anyway. So, it is officially outro time. Rex, what are you hiding in the corner for? You trying to stay cool over here with your fat butt? Shedding a little bit. I see he ate all of his green peppers and squash and blueberries. Anyway, so it is outro time. Sorry guys, it's gonna be a quick outro. I got stuff to do. I'm a little sore from the chiropractor. I'm ready to lay down, but I gotta get the house in order first, so that it is. Anyway, it's been a long day. It's been a good day. It's been a blessed day, and everyone's okay. So, that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow, which will be the day before Friday. Thank God. Anyway, love y'all. Subscribe if you're new. Give me a thumbs up. Country Carter, signing out. With you.